Would I rather try and fail miserably or live with a what if? And for me, the prospect of being later on in life, and again, you're never too late to start, but the prospect of me thinking back and saying, man, I wonder how my life might have been different if I had done this thing at that point in time.
Shopé, I be Shopé honest. Someone I know got me on the next thing.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is your boy Shope or Shope, depending on what part of the world you are from. I am a Nigerian, Canadian, Afrofusion recording artist and just lover of all things music, culture, and business. And welcome to another episode. Today, I want to talk about something that we all struggle with, man, and that is excuses. But first, the story. So I got a buddy of mine, right? I got a bro, and he is like phenomenally talented in so many different respects, in so many different areas. And he'll periodically call me like, yo, man, I'd like to do this. I'd like to work more on my talent. I'd like to do this, do that, and the third. But, you know what I'm saying? And we'll end up talking for a while about all the plans that he has and that he could accomplish. You get what I'm saying? But almost inevitably, a lot of our conversations always end up with, but man, like, I don't really have a lot of time. You get what I'm saying? I got all these responsibilities and I got these things that I got to do. So yeah, I really want to do this thing. And I don't want to talk bad about this guy because he you know what I'm saying? He's not a waste man, as we'd say. He's a solid guy, you know what I'm saying? And he has the legitimate responsibilities, and I'm a full responsibility kind of guy. You dig what I'm saying? But then it always end up with, I've got this, that, and the third to take care of. And I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, I get it. Cool. And then recently again, he called me and he's like, yo, I want to do this, that, and the third, and I think this would be amazing. And I'm like, yeah, man, you already know how I feel, man. I think all these things can be accomplished, and I think all these things can be done. You know what I mean? I think it's possible if we're willing to put a plan together and actually go after it. And of course, the conversation kind of like went in the same direction, saying like, oh man, like I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it done or find time because I'm so busy because I gotta work this job and all these different situations. And I love this guy so much, and I'm like, listen, you not using your gifts in this regard to me, I think is a waste. You get what I'm saying? So here's what I want to do. I said, okay, listen, you have a job that is essentially taking you away from being able to throw yourself into this thing. And I get that. Again, full responsibility, salute you for that. That is great. That is awesome. I believe in this so much. I believe in what we can accomplish together so much. I believe in what you can accomplish so much that how about this? However much you are going to make from your workplace during this period of time, come and work with me during this period of time, and I will pay you that amount. You know what I'm saying? So come with me, take work off for this period of time, right? This full-time job that you have, take it off for this period of time, and I will pay you that amount in order to enable you to do that thing that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That we're both going to benefit from. I'm thinking like, great. I mean, this is one thing that's taken care of. This should be a shoe, and this shouldn't be too difficult to do. And so I check back in with him later, and then it's like, man, I don't know, because I don't know if I can take time off of work, because I don't know what my boss is going to think, and this, that, and the third. And I was just like, all right, cool. And I didn't say this to him, but in my head, I thought, all right, cool, I'm not going to chase you anymore. I'm just going to let you come to that place where you're ready. Again, I'm not trying to judge his motives or judge his intentions because I don't know the intents of his heart, but I just want to use that as a case study, and you know what I'm saying, as an object lesson, that there will always be a reason as to why you shouldn't do something. I don't have the money for it. Now's not the time for it. I've got all these responsibilities. What will other people think about me? And the point is, there will always be a reason as to why you should not do that thing that you want to do. Do you get what I'm saying? And again, I'm a full responsibility guy. I'm not saying he shouldn't do the things that are necessary. At the end of the day, we're all going to come to a place in our own head or in our own hearts where we feel as though I think now is the time to actively go and do that thing that I want to do. But I guarantee you, it won't be easy getting to that place, and there will always be a reason. But I want to encourage you and I want to challenge you to see those things for what they are. See the excuses for what they are. Yes, are there legitimate responsibilities that you might have? Absolutely. Yes, is this a specific season of your life where maybe you can't do certain things to the capacity that you want to? Absolutely. Are there all these things which on one level seem absolutely legitimate, seem like absolutely legitimate reasons and excuses, quote unquote. Yes, they are. But I also know this. I know that if you want something, you will do everything you can to create opportunities whereby you can achieve those things. You get what I'm saying? I understand there is a degree to privilege that I am speaking from, but I also know that everything about how my life is structured, you get what I'm saying, is as a result of certain decisions that my wife and I have made and said, listen, this is where we're going. This is what we need to accomplish together. So therefore, these are the things we're going to do to put us in that position. Has it been easy? No. Has it required sacrifices? Absolutely. But guess what? We are much closer to those goals now than we were a little while back. Why? Because we made an intentional decision and says, listen, regardless of this reason or this reason or this reason, this is what we're going after. So therefore, we are going to orchestrate our lives in such a way that the responsibilities that we have can be met and this goal can also be inched towards. Now, again, that means it takes a custom fit solution, right? Because you have to look at the particulars of your life. Like, do I have any dependents? Am I single? Am I married? Do I have kids? Do I own a home? Do I rent? Do I this, that, and the third? And if you knew me in person, I could begin to list for you all of the specific things in our lives that are custom made and our custom tailor fits to enable us to achieve these goals so that these excuses can be done away with. You get what I'm saying? And again, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying you're not going to have to make sacrifices. You're absolutely going to have to do those things. But the point is, it is possible. Listen, if Jerry Lorenzo, okay, can start out fear of God in his 30s when he's about to have another kid, we all know what fear of God is now. Do you get what I'm saying? Global streetwear brand. But what a lot of people don't realize that he started that in his 30s, bro, and he was about to have another kid. Fact check me on that, but I believe that's the story. At the end of the day, he could have come up with a number of reasons, and he's only one of many, many people who have also been in seemingly adverse circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Taraji P. Henson, Steve Harvey, what's this guy's name? Tyler Perry. So many individuals, Oprah Winfrey, so many individuals were in difficult situations, and they could have come up with a million reasons as to why it wasn't the time to make this move. And I just use my friend as an object lesson, as a way of saying, listen, even when certain boundaries are removed, you know what I'm saying? Like in this situation, I said, dude, I will pay you what you would make at your work. So at least you're not even thinking about money and you can still meet these responsibilities. And another reason cropped right up as to why it might not work now. Do you get what I'm saying? There will always be a reason. There will always be fear. There will always be doubt. But I guarantee you, you got to kill those excuses and you got to go after those things. And I want to leave you with this one question. And this is one of the questions for me that has kind of always helped me think through my decisions in terms of business ventures or entrepreneurship or whatnot. I ask myself, Shope, would you rather try and fail miserably, okay, or God sparing my life and giving me old age, get to a point in my life and live with a what if? Would I rather try and fail miserably or live with a what if? And for me, the prospect of being later on in life, and again, you're never too late to start, but the prospect of me thinking back and saying, man, I wonder how my life might have been different if I had done this thing at that point in time. For me, that prospect is far scarier than me launching into something, investing time and money into something, and it ultimately, quote unquote, failing. And I say quote unquote failing because the fact of the matter is, you can find successes, like success, you define what success is. And chances are, even for those things that fail, you can probably find wins and victories that you enjoy during that process. Maybe the thing didn't become everything that you wanted it to be, but you can at least say, listen, I learned this from the process, I gained this from the process. And for me, the prospect of living with a what if I had just taken that leap of faith, what if I had just done that, and living with that uncertainty, for me, is far scarier. It's far more difficult to stomach than saying, you know what, I'm going to invest my time and I'm going to invest my money at this thing, at the chance of creating the kind of life that I want to live for myself and my family, and for blessing other people, and for serving the community, and for serving people who are disadvantaged. For me, I would much rather do that. And every time I do that, guess what? I get a little better at it. I fail, I learn, I get up, I start something else. And so far, God has been taking care of us, and our lives are getting that much closer to where we want to get. But it started somewhere. It started with killing my excuses and starting somewhere. There will always be excuses, but I challenge you today, kill your excuses and get going. I love you. It's your boy Shope. You already know what to do, man. Smash the like button, caress the like button for me for the algos. Subscribe, hit the bell notification. You dig what I'm saying? I love you guys. Kill your excuses and let's get this together. Until next time, love you.
Show you all, make like pepper damn. It keeps settling. You can count the comments, that's so common. If it don't come with you, I